Okay, brothers and sisters, I had a pause because of rain. I don't want to be caught again in the rain, so I stopped and then make my way quickly to my house, which is about 200 meters away only. So I've been talking about preaching myself 80%. Now the next stage is talking about what is going on in this world. I've been talking about China a lot. Look like today I have nothing new to tell about China. Let's see. No, I don't have anything new. All what I want to say is already been said. And there's nothing new in the YouTube I've seen. It's rain and talking about dam about to collapse, which is normal thing that I've seen on talking about China, rain and dams about to collapse. We don't know whether the Three George dam will collapse or not. If it collapses, it will be a disaster for China, a tsunami. I've seen the simulation in the video, how it will be if the Three Gorge Dam break. It is a tsunami caused by suddenly a gush of water being held by the dam. I don't know how many meter cubes. I think I can't remember the length. The length of the river that they hold. Of course, the bank has been overflowed from the original bank because the level went up 175 meters, which is, you just see the additional volume, and downstream is much below. You see the 100-meter wave near the dam, the 100-meter wave, and it will go downstream very quickly, reducing its level from 100 meter to slowly, but still a tsunami on the river, and they say will kill a big number of people living in the valley of Yangtze River downstream of the dam, and it will reach, I think, I don't know, there's many big cities in the valley of Yangtze River in the basin of Yangtze. The population is already 600 million people. 600 million people is a big population. Very big population. There are not many countries you see having population of 600 million. Even US is less than 600 million. What other country having 600 million? Indonesia even not reaching that. 600 million. Of course, India. Yes, India can reach more than 600 million. So next to China is India as the most populated country in the world. India. But after India, there is hardly any country reaching billion or near 1 billion. After India will be, I don't know, maybe United States, 300 million. So being almost 1 billion, then two countries reaching 1 billion, and then the third country not even reaching 600 million. So in China, Yangtze basins, there is 600 million people living in that basin. If that dam break, I don't know how many will be affected. I remember the number of people affected will be 300 million. And from that 300 million, I don't know how many would be killed, drowned by the suddenly gush of water flowing upstream. It could easily be 100 million people die, drown easily. That's only my thought. I don't have the right figure. Maybe I have to look again the YouTube. Maybe the figure was given, I cannot remember. Okay, that's talking about China again, which I don't expect I talk about China. I'm supposed to talk other than China. Okay, maybe this time I would like to talk about Turkey, about their drone, Bayraktar. Turkey is now famous for his or her drone, Bayraktar. And UK is now buying Turkish drone. Maybe they have US drone as well, which they had bought before. And the cost of US drone is 25 million a piece. And the cost of Turkish drone is only 2 million. So 25 divided by 2, how many is that? 25 divided by 2 is 12. Yes, about 12 piece of Turkish drone equivalent to 1 piece of UK drone. So in terms of value for money, of course, Turkish drone is a good buy. What UK want to do is, they say they would copy the drone or Turkish made, meaning they will be doing reverse engineering. Turkey look like he allowed that. Maybe Turkey and UK are now in good term. They were enemies before. Turkey and EU or Great Britain, it was before, were enemies, big enemies actually. It was UK, the first country that thought about invading Turkey was UK under the person Winston Churchill. So Winston Churchill was the man who influenced the British to invade Turkey. Not only the British who invaded Turkey at the time, the Australia, New Zealand, all these Commonwealth countries were invading Turkey. At the time, Turkey was weak, but they managed to defend the country. And Winston Churchill was thinking they could conquer Turkey, but Turkey was not conquered. So the Turkish army was strong, brave, strong, and they really fight the invaders. It was filmed in the film. I think the name of the film is, I've seen that film, Gallopy. I couldn't, maybe I didn't pronounce the title correctly, but I've seen the film. It was really a fight of two armies building trenches not far away from each other, maybe just 100 meters away, British trenches, and on the other side is the Turkish trenches. They were in the trench for, I don't know, for months maybe, shooting at each other from the trench. But maybe after waiting for a long time, the British were impatient and they start to go out from the trench and start to attack. When the British army come out of the trench and attack, the Turkish soldiers start to shoot them, and then many fell down. That was a failure attack. And there was also a story of Turkish soldiers running out of bullets. They were defending at the beach side, and the British army land on the beach, and from the beach the Turkish soldiers were shooting, killing and preventing the British army from going up from the beach. And then at the time, the Turkish soldiers were running out of bullets, but they have no bullets. Then to stop the British soldiers from coming to land, They fight with a bayonet. With no bullet, they fight with a bayonet, hiding, and then fight with the bayonet with no bullets. But in doing so, they managed to temporarily stop the British soldiers, but then the bit of time really important, a critical time that they get the supply of bullets to stop the British Army from conquering. So it was really heroic victory for the Turkey army, and they celebrate this victory every year. I think there's a celebration of this victory of their defending their land. And now British and Turkey working together, and Turkey is supplying them with the drone and even allow British to copy their drone. Maybe, I don't know how there is agreement there between the two countries. I heard British will make drone from copying the drone of the Turkish drone. That is amazing and very generous of Turkey to allow that. Should not be very difficult for the British or UK people to copy, because they are also technologically advanced. So, but surprise that Turkey allowed that. That is a surprise. Maybe it's a lesson to make, just like the Ukraine is having also Turkish drone, where Ukraine is allowed license to manufacture Bayraktar. And what happened recently was Bayraktar was used. There's a war near the border of Ukraine, and the separatists, which is supported by Russia, and the Ukraine had used Turkish drone to fire missile at the separatists supported by Russia, and Russia was not happy with Turkey supplying them with drone. So what it means is that Turkish drone is effective, can be equipment that can turn the war to the side of the Ukraine. So Russia was expressing disappointment of Ukraine having this Turkish drone, but not much can be done, because Ukraine had earlier make an agreement to make Turkish drone from their side, means license to make. So maybe this agreement with UK as well, maybe a lesson to make Turkish drone by the UK as well. So it look like Turkish drone is very popular nowadays because it's been proven in the war between Armenia and Azerbaijan is proven. I've seen many films on the effectiveness of Turkish drone destroying many tanks of the Armenian, many guns of the Armenian destroyed by Bayraktar drone. That is very interesting of a Muslim country with its technology. And UK used to be very good in making weapons. Their famous Spitfire. What else? Their weapon that they're very good at. They're among the country who is the first to have good weapon like fighter planes. What else? Their gun, the Bofo guns. But now it look like the technology, even the cars. I remember when I was young, the cars coming, the first car that I have been into was a UK made car. So many of the goods at the time were made in UK. Even I remember the plug, the electrical plug was also at the time made in UK. Even the fan, Singer fan, made in UK at the time in the 60s. There are many UK goods coming to this place. But now, not many UK car coming to. They don't build or they lose out in the competitiveness. Normally the price and the technology as well. So now, surprisingly, this Turkey produce a technology that UK even want to build or make their own, probably under license. That is a turn of event. A turn of event actually, that a Muslim country being more advanced than the Western country was at one time was more advanced than Turkey. And another thing is fighter jet. If you think about it, at the time of Second World War, British make a lot of fighter planes. At that time, Turkey had not made fighter plane. I don't know, even their weapons. Turkey used to buy weapons from the West. Just look at UK now. They had not make a good jet plane. Or they make, but it's like a joint thing. I think they make Eurofighter. That was a good one. But they joined with the Germans and other European countries. German, I don't know, other European countries also joined. But then they have not make any stealth fighter. But the Turkey is on the way of producing stealth fighter TFX, and Turkey is inviting UK as well to join together in making this fighter. At one time they were talking together in making the engine. At one time I thought Rolls-Royce will make the engine, but then it seems that there's some disagreement, and then I heard Turkey will make its own engine for the fighter. But recently looked like they talk again. Maybe not sure what it will be in the end, whether Turkey would make own engine or the engine of the TFX will be made by Rolls-Royce company from UK. That I'm not sure, but we can just wait and see what's happening between the two countries. Maybe they are back in good term after selling this drone, because Turkey also wanting business. They also want people to sell their drone. So if UK is buying their drone, they are also happy, and maybe happy to work together on building this TFX stealth fighter that would replace their aging F-16. Okay, I think I have enough of talk on what is going on in this world. Now let me read the Quran to you. Okay, we should be reading page 129. On this page 1 to 8 was very interesting. One of the interesting revelation is the punishment. Allah punish a people by giving that place of people heavy rain. And I remember telling you about what's happening in China, heavy rain falling. So that was confirmed by the revelation in the Quran, that we know they have been doing sin in destroying 2,000 mosques And then the punishment is by rainfall that is really heavy and cause flooding, landslide, all these things caused by the flood, destruction, flooding of their coal mine where they cannot produce coal because flooding of the coal mine. There's also another thing that is affected, landslide, what else, coal, and also the destruction of plantation. All what grow on land would not survive if the land is flooded. That means lack of food. So maybe it's punishment of lack of food, and a lot of things happening in that country is not very happy, like other companies running away from the country, no longer operating in that country, people losing jobs. All this had happened as well, is seen as a punishment. Okay, I have enough of talk. Okay, now let us read. Let's see, bring the light. Okay, let me read the first sentence on this page. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Walau ja'alnahu malakan laja'alnahu rajulan walabasna alaihim ma yalbisun. Okay, very short sentence on the first sentence of this page. So let's read the meaning of the sentence on this page. I used to have natural light, is clear, but then this unnatural light is a little inferior, but I still can see. One have to struggle a little bit. And if our messenger if the messenger that we make is angel, then we make them men. Then you will also be doubt, as now you have doubt. What Allah is saying, with the messenger as human beings, still they don't believe, doubtful. So it's no different if Allah send down angel to talk with them, they will still have doubt. Meaning, it's their heart, they don't want to believe or reluctant to believe. And verily, how many messengers we send before you, Muhammad, and they mock on the messenger until punishment came to them, to the people who mock, as punishment to the people who mock. Meaning, when they mock, there will be punishment. So that's what it means. Punishment came to the mockers. Say, Muhammad, trouble you on earth, then observe how the ending of the people who cheat on religion. So meaning here, you just see the country of people who are unbelievers or who cheat on the religion. Well, just example, if you go to China, if you know what is going on there, it's not very happy place. A lot of trouble, a lot of corruption, all sort of unhappy doing, bad doing happen in that kind of country. Say, Muhammad, who owns the earth and the heaven? And say, it's all belong to Allah, and He decided and He had the mercy, the feeling of merciful, and verily will gather you during the end of the day of judgment, and there's no doubt it's coming. And the people will make themselves a loss is the people who don't believe. So the unbelievers will be at loss. and to him belong what is there in the night and the day. He is all listening and all knowing. Say, Muhammad, what will be who will be protecting, who can protect other than Allah that created the heaven and the earth, and he had given he feed and he's not fat. Of course, Allah sent down food from he grow food on earth, so he feed the animals and the people, and Allah is not being fat. Of course, Allah don't eat. So this is what it means. Say, verily, I is being ordered to submit to Allah and are not be in the group of people who are unbelievers. Say, Muhammad, I am afraid of the punishment that is big in the day of judgment if I'm rebellious against my God. Whoever is being removed away from the punishment to himself on the day, then Allah give blessing to him, and this is the victory that is clear. So some people would not be punished in the next world, and that is a blessing, and that is a victory. If Allah had befall anything calamity to you, then there is none can stop that other than Allah. And if He send down the goodness to you, then Allah is powerful, has power over all things. So either Allah punish or giving goodness to a person. It's all from Allah, has the power over all things. He, Allah, has the power over His creature, and He is wise and all-knowing. Okay, that complete my reading of the Quran. Now let me read the Gospel of Barnabas. Okay, we should be reading a new chapter 130. It's a short one, so maybe I can complete this chapter. Jesus said, there was a man who had two debtors. The one owed to his creditor 50 pence, and the other 500. Whereupon, when neither of them he had wherewithal to pay, the owner, moved with compassion, forgave the debt to each which of them would love the creditor most. Of course, the one that owe more. Simon answered, he to him was forgiven the greater debt. Yes, that's it, the answer. Said Jesus, thou hast well said. I say unto thee, therefore, behold this woman and thyself, for you both debtors to God, the one for the leprosy of the body, the other of leprosy of the soul, which is sin. God, our Lord, moved with compassion through my prayer, has willed to heal my body and her soul, thy body and soul. Thou therefore lovest me little, because thou hast received little as a gift. So when I enter my house, thou didst not kiss me, nor anoint my head. But this woman, lo, straightway on entering thy house, she placed herself at my feet, which she has washed with her tears, and anointed with precious ointment. Wherefore verily I say unto thee, many sins are forgiven her, because she has loved much. And turning to the woman, and he said, go thy way in peace, for the Lord of our God has pardoned thy sin. But see thou sin no more. Thy faith has saved thee. Okay, that's complete my reading of this gospel. Thank you very much for listening.